Hey everybody, how you doing? It's lunchtime and another lunchtime talk with Steve episode. All right, today we have Patricia Collins with us, and she's with a company. She actually has a company called Balter 22, and they just started not long ago, but they're doing some great things. All right, especially in the small business arena. So give me just a moment, and we will be back with you to talk to Patricia. Go ahead and take this time to share it with your friends, your relatives, your favorite groups, all that good stuff. We'll be right back. All right, there we go. All right, so guys, as I told you before, we have Patricia Collins here with us, and she's with Balter 22. So, Patricia, how are you today?
Good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
I'm doing awesomely awesome as always, and thank you for being here with us. So, go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump right in with the questions, and get to know a little bit more about you. All right.
Okay. Yes. So my name is Patricia. Just started. It's Alter 22. We do photography and video, and our main focus with the video aspect is to help small companies with intro videos and explainer videos to educate the public about what they do.
All right, awesome. So what made you get into because this is actually a change of career for you. You're a teacher, correct?
Correct. I've been teaching since 2003. And I started out teaching elementary school. Then I went into special education, and I did that for a few years. But like my background, my associate's degree, I did it in graphic design, and photography has always been a passion of mine, and video is something I knew for me that I got into. And my partner is actually my younger sister. She's a journalism and broadcasting student. Well, actually, she just graduated. So after she graduated, we decided to, put basically our two heads together and start something new together.
So where did the name Bolter 22 come from?
Well, it's an interesting story, actually. So to balter means to kind of dance without really following the rhythm at all times, but having fun anyway.
Mhm.
So it was kind of like, just a little inside thing between us. She doesn't really dance very well, always to the beat, but we always go out, we go dancing, we have fun. So that's kind of where balter came from. And 22 is just what like just a number that we both have an affinity to that we decided to include in our company.
All right. And so, and you're based in South Florida, correct?
Correct. I am in Davie, Florida. My sister's in Hollywood, Florida, and we service basically all of South Florida area, Miami up to Palm Beach.
So, how has the COVID-19 changed your industry? How does it change your business?
Well, it's funny because we actually are officially like registered our business
Mhm.
right before the pandemic. So it was kind of something unexpected. We registered in the very beginning of March. And
Mhm.
we had been doing little gigs here and there, but we hadn't really registered yet. So
Mhm.
when all this happened, it was more like, uh-oh, you know, what now?
Like, thank
Um,
God I didn't quit my job yet.
yeah, exactly. So, like I mentioned, I'm a teacher, so I we transitioned into online teaching at that time. So there
Mhm.
was like a lot of changes. I teach at Lycée Franco American. It's a French school here in Cooper City, and we transitioned into teaching online. So I was doing my classes online. So that was like an adjustment. And then I also do tutoring. So I basically moved all my tutoring to Zoom,
Mhm.
and then we were still trying to get started with our company. But we've been lucky. We've had a few people contact us and reach out to us. Mainly people that we already kind of knew that needed things to promote their businesses, and so we've been busy with that.
And the thing is, I mean, a lot of people don't realize that even as a small business, you really need to have that, the commercial or, or something to stand out from the crowd. So you would help them to promote their business. And right now in the pandemic, people really need that. I mean, so what kind of prices are we looking at? I mean, you see some of these things on TV where people pay $100,000 for their commercial. What kind of price range are you looking at for something from you guys?
Yeah, so we're basically very flexible. Like it's on a. It depends on what the job entitles.
Mm,
Um, and we're pretty reasonable. We work with you. Like I said, we're just starting out, so we're not gonna have outrageous prices. But like as far as like me giving you a set price, I can't really do that because it really depends on what the job entitles.
right. Yes.
Um, but we try to keep it affordable. Definitely. And we're also trying to build up our portfolio. So it kind of I scratch your back, you scratch mine, kind of thing.
So then there is a room for barter. Then if let's say for example, it's a mechanic shop or something, and you need to get your car fixed or
Oh
or
yeah, definitely. Especially at this times, I think pandemic times, like bartering is probably one of the things that is going to be, you know, important for people to like kind of engage in. Everything's so unsure, so why not?
so do you come to the person or how are you doing it? How are you going to be able to do it and still do the social distancing and all that good stuff?
Well, yeah, we come to the people. We definitely wear masks,
Mhm.
and we try to keep our distance. We set up the equipment where we need to set it up. And then you just kind of go from there. Usually, the shoots that we've been doing, we've been keeping it at a minimum of no more than three people, besides me and my sister that are, doing all the equipment. So
Mhm.
we're definitely trying to stay safe in that area with that, and wear our masks and everything else we kind of do from home. We don't, we can communicate through Zoom to discuss, editing and any things like that. So we try to, do it that way.
That's good. That's very good because that's like one of the major things right now is to make sure that everyone's social distancing, to make sure that everyone's safe, and for you to be able to do it and still stay safe. That's great. That's awesome. Um, you know, so like, do you do things at the park, or where do you do it? Where do you prefer to shoot?
Well, it depends on what's needed. Usually, we go to the location, like you mentioned. If it's like a mechanic shop, we would most likely go there. You know. So like we work for Carmen Care Laser in Boca Raton. We
Mhm.
actually did her video in her office, and things like that. But as far as like the photography is concerned, right now we have been meeting with people in parks in open areas,
Mhm.
because it's just kind of safer that way, fresh air, open air. Um, it's better for us to do it that way as opposed to go to people's homes.
And you were telling me that you're finishing up another degree. What degree is that you're finishing up now?
Yeah, so my degree is in innovation and entrepreneurship, and I'm doing it online at Full Sail University.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, it's going really well. I graduate in September 4th. I'm really excited about that.
Even though it's not that far away because of this pandemic, it seems like it's that far away. you know, Feel like what, a month and a half, but it seems like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's crazy with these things. Yeah, and your sister, you said she also, well, she graduated with her degree already, correct? I think,
correct.
yeah.
She graduated in at the end of last year in
Mhm.
December, and she's a journalism broadcasting major. So she really wants to work in journalism,
Mhm.
and like while we do, our thing on the side too. But it's been hard for her to find work because of this whole pandemic situation. So I,
Definitely.
I really feel for like all the newly graduates. Like they're all kind of like in limbo right now, and she's at an age where she was trying to become independent and move out and all that stuff. And this whole pandemic thing has kind of put a halter on that.
Tell her, grab a camera, go out there, start interviewing, and start looking at, just getting the stories, and you'll be surprised. Channel 7, Channel 10, one of them might say, wow, this girl knows what she's doing, and pick her up. Just get out there and make it happen. Let that be your interview.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I agree. We actually were thinking about launching our own podcast as well.
yeah,
Um, that's something that's kind of like up in the air.
I'll just tell you, it's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So I would recommend it to anyone if they want to do it. It is a lot of fun. I have all the equipment that people need. I have it right on my website. If you go to lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com, you'll see it right on there. Tell you exactly what you need, and not on a big budget either. I mean, like a webcam, a ring light, a microphone. Look, my microphone is the Blue Yeti. I mean, seriously, it's not rocket science. If you guys want to do it, make it happen. It is a lot of fun. But let me run a quick commercial break, and I'll be back with you in just a second, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Let me tell you about CCTV RX. With over 30 years in the security industry here in South Florida, they have proven themselves to be the first choice when it comes to security professionals. So whether you're trying to secure your home or your business, there's no other choice. Give them a call today for a free estimate. 754-213-2820. If your car could talk, it would say call Curvin's Car Detailing Service. It's mobile and they can come to you no matter where you are in Broward County. Give Curvin a call, 954-549-8507, and tell him that Steve sent you.
Whoa, did you guys see that? If that happens to you, call me at 305-316-8815 and I will help connect you with people that will fight for you.
All right, so we are back, and we're here with Patricia Collins, and she's from Balter 22, and she's talking to us about the business that they have, which is photography and video. So they help small businesses with things like your commercial, your pitch deck, anything like that. If you need it, and which is really important because a lot of people don't realize if you're going in front of an investor, you need to put your best foot forward. There is no second chance to make a first impression. So you want to make sure that you hire someone, like Patricia and her sister, to go out there and create that best foot for you. Make sure that when you go in front of that investor, you knock them off the chair the first time. So let's go back to some of the stuff that you guys are doing, the videos that you're doing. So you say you do the pitch deck and you do commercials. If a person doesn't have an idea for what they're doing, do you work with them in order to create this pitch deck? Because most people don't know what the pitch deck is, unless they've been in front of a venture capitalist or angel investor or something, or try to get a loan. They don't know what a pitch deck is.
Yes, definitely. That's what I help with. Like I said, my degree is in entrepreneurship and in innovation entrepreneurship. So basically, if a company is not sure like which route they want to go, I sit with them and we discuss all the different elements that will make the pitch deck, something that will impress investors. We discuss ways to incorporate the business plan in there, but minimize it and make it impactful so that people will be impressed, and focus on the numbers, and focus also on the idea and being able to sell that idea so that people can see the value in their venture. So like my passion really is to help small businesses, and in particular like minorities, because I feel like we have a lot of great people that are doing great things out there, but they just don't know how to market themselves. So that's kind of where my passion for that came from.
And it's great for you because you speak, I mean, at least 3 languages that I know. Do you speak any other? You speak French, Spanish, and English, right?
Yeah, so I'm fluent in English and Spanish. My French, I can understand it and I can speak it very little, but I mostly can understand it. But yes, definitely, like growing up in South Florida, I'm from Ecuador, but I grew up in South Florida, so you get used to hearing all kinds of different languages. I can usually understand Portuguese too because it's very similar to Spanish and the French. But yeah, I definitely want to help out.
Aura was asking, do you do jobs out of state?
That's a funny question. Actually, we just came from a job out of state. We did one in Virginia. It was actually a music video shoot. It was the first time that I did one of those, and we're working on editing and things like that at the moment. So yeah, we'll go out of state.
Cool. So when you go out of state, then okay. So it's only for the big jobs, or do you do small jobs? Do you do weddings and stuff like that too, or is it just businesses?
As far as wedding is concerned, we do the photography for weddings. We don't do the video for weddings. Only because like it's a different style, and we'll do the photography, but the video, we actually do have somebody we work with though that does videos for weddings.
Yeah, wedding videos can be a little bit tricky. The one thing about a wedding video is that there's no do-over.
Right. And not just that, like it's more like the sentimental thing behind it and all that. That's not my forte.
If you miss the part when they say I do, or you miss the part when they put the ring on or something, you can't say, oh, wait a second, do that again. Nah, they didn't.
Yeah, no, there's too many emotions that deal with the weddings. So I, the photography, love it. I love to do the photography, but as far as like the video is concerned, it's a little bit more serious for me to like, I just I don't know. I have somebody else that works with the videos, and he's really good.
So, and you said your company's been around for like a year or so, right? How hard was it for you to start? I think you're losing
It
you.
wasn't too difficult to start. It was more of a like, okay,
You're breaking up. You're breaking up really bad.
can you hear me?
You're breaking up. You were better when you were over by the window area just a moment ago. All right, looks like we lost her. She's gonna join. Are you still there?
Wonder what happened. Is it better now?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Patricia, can you hear me? Let's run another commercial and we'll be back in just a second. Let me tell you about CCTV RX. With over 30 years in the security industry here in South Florida, they have proven themselves to be the first choice when it comes to security professionals. So whether you're trying to secure your home or your business, there's no other choice. Give them a call today for a free estimate. 754-213-2820. If your car, it would say call Curvin's Car Detailing Service. It's mobile and they can come to you no matter where you are in Broward County. Give Curvin a call, 954-549-8507, and tell him that Steve sent you.
Baby, won't you take me there? I want some real good food to eat. I want shucking and jiving, shucking and jiving. I want shucking and jiving. Shucking and jiving, shucking and jiving. Come on down to Shuck It and Jive and Cajun food with an old school groove. Our designers to get your taste palette back in line, baby. Follow us at We Shuck It.
All right, we're back. Can you hear me now, Patricia? Hey, Patricia, I think you're frozen.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're frozen. You're in one spot. That's okay though. That's fine. At least it's a good shot. So I was asking you.
I'm sorry.
No,
it's
okay.
It's pouring right now. I think that's what's going on. It's raining hard.
Yeah, it was storming here earlier. I mean, like total storming. And I'm just north of you. I'm up in Pompano, and it's storming over here. It was actually, but yeah. So that's fine. That's fine. At least it's a good shot, you know. So, what I was gonna ask you is some of the issues when you were trying to start out. What were some of the pitfalls, and what and how did you overcome some of those? Patricia, can you hear me? Oh, I think we lost her. All right, I think we lost her. So she's probably gonna jump back in when she can. Yeah, it was storming here earlier. I mean, when I tell you storming, the rain was coming down like just a gray sheet. You couldn't even really see outside. That's how bad it was. So that's, you know, I can understand what's going on down there by where she is. She's just a little bit south of me, like maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. But anyhow, so yeah, so guys, I mean, as I said before, I said yesterday and other times, there are a lot of opportunities available when it comes to entrepreneurship. All right, we sit and we start wondering about all different kind of things, and then we start saying, "Oh, well, you know, let me try this, let me try that." Listen, sit down. Look at what is happening now. Look at the pandemic. Look at the things that are considered essential, and how can you work around what's essential? Whether you can do something that they're doing or do something to support them. Again, the masks. We have a lot of people making masks. We're going to need them for a long time. So yes, go and get some material from Walmart or whatever and create masks. It's that easy. And if not, then get someone that can make them and you market them. It's that easy. There's ways to make money. Yesterday we were speaking to actually another Patricia. We got a lot of Patricias, I guess. Yesterday we were speaking to Patricia Neal, and she has Divine Lemonade. And like I was telling you guys, go out there and market those. If you live in a neighborhood that does not have Divine Lemonade, go to divinelemonades.com. Boom, that's it. Call up Patricia, and you can find her link and her information right on my website on lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com. Once you go there and you call her up, then all you do is you try to work something out, buy a couple of cases, take them to the stores. She'll help you with the distribution program and tell you how things are supposed to go. All right, it's easy. Just go to the lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com website, get her information, give her a call, and start doing some distribution work. You're going to make money off of it. There are a lot of ways to make money. You see, Patricia Collins today, she's talking about the things that they're doing for small businesses, because small businesses want to stand out in the crowd right now. So the easiest way to do that is with a good commercial or something. Let's be for real, people. Let's make this happen. We can't just keep sitting around and complaining and saying it's not happening for me. I don't know. And then when someone else do it, then you say, oh gosh, I could have done that. Then why didn't you? Let's make it happen. Let's do it. Enough of the sitting and wallowing in pity. Do it. Get up and do it. Listen, like she was just saying, she wants to do a podcast. I went on my page because people have been asking me about that for the longest, and I'm gonna show you. People have been asking me, what kind of equipment you use? What do you do? How do you do this? How do you do that? And I'm going to share the page right now, share the screen. All right, so there's the screen. And it's lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com. So I went ahead and created this area called You Ask For It. And under You Ask For It, it shows you everything I use. My microphone, my camera, my webcam, my ring light, the green screen I use in the back. So you see this picture that I have back here instead of just seeing the wall. And it also shows you the program I use. And if you don't have a logo or anything like that, you can get a logo created right away. All you do is click on it and boom, you're done. Like you click on buy now and it takes you right to the link that you could buy it. It's just that easy. Just like I always say, stop complaining. The same effort it takes for you to sit there and say, I can't, you could take that same effort and you can do it. You can make it happen. Like I was telling you earlier too, if you want to go to Patricia's site, go right here under our advertisers and you see a lot of you see our past advertisers. There's Patricia right there with her lemonade. There's Gary's 2 books. The New Man, and actually this is Gary's one of Gary's books. Then over here we have Iphonia with Strength for the Journey. All of these are the people that were on the show before, and these are their products. These are people who got up and did it and made it happen. All right, so you have no excuse, people. You have no excuse, none whatsoever. So let's just do this. Let's make it happen. All right. Let's not be sitting here another year from now and say, I coulda, shoulda, woulda. Let's just make it happen. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys, but just to get off your butt and do it. We have so many different things that the world is changing completely. You're either going to change with it or you're going to stay behind and get left behind. Right now, we're doing so much of the distance learning. Learn how to use Zoom. Learn how to use Teams. Learn how to use all these other programs and get out there and start teaching, because these parents don't know how to do it. And when they have an issue, what do you think they're going to do? You think all of them are going to call the help desk for the school at the same time? The school don't have that many people on their help desk to answer. Like, let's just use Barrow County for example. 275,000 students. How many help desk people you think they have that's going to be able to sit and answer 275,000 students? Even if 1% call in, That's still going to be 2,750,000. I mean, 2,750 students. That's only if 1% call in. And if that's 1% call in a week, let's just say, come on, be for real. They need people. There's services out there that are needed. The other day we had Ryan Redeno on the show. He's a celebrity chef. When the pandemic hit, what did he do? He pivoted. He started, instead of cooking for big parties, because now they weren't doing big parties anymore, he started doing prepared meals and sending them to people. Boom, there you go. You have a meal prepared by a world-renowned chef that's been cooking for celebrities, and it's right in your door, right at your door, right in front of you. So I mean, you can't beat it. But again, like I tell you guys, we just got to get up and make it happen. I made it so easy for you that I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's like it's too easy. It's right there. The microphone, like I told you, that's the Blue Yeti I use, the one right here. And what's so great is now it actually comes with the recording software. So that's why you notice I didn't put the software on there. So there's a software that you can use with it in order to make your voice sound, however you want your voice to sound. And I'll give you a great example. I'll show you what I'm talking about with that. So let's go back to. Okay, so now if I take that same software and I put my microphone here, you start to hear how it sounds different. Hear how that sounds different, and that sounds different, and so on and so forth. So now but I had to buy this software separately. Now it comes with that software. I wish it did before. If it did, I would have been so happy because I wouldn't have to spend extra for the software. But now it comes with the software. So again, there you go. And you can see it right there where it shows you the Blue Yeti microphone with the professional recording software. So you can make your voice sound the way you want it to. If your voice is too high pitched, put some bass in it. If it has too much bass, put some treble in it. Whatever you want to do. The camera over here, this camera shoots 1080p. 1080p. I mean, let's think about that, because now we have a lot of people watching the videos on their smart TV. You can get YouTube on your smart TV, and I'm recording. Right now I'm actually streaming on YouTube as well. So there are people watching on their smart TV. 1080p makes it show really, really nice. You have your ring light. That's the reason why you can see the clarity in my videos. Because of that ring light. That ring light is lighting up all around me. Then again, like I said, you have that backdrop, and that backdrop is right there. That backdrop is there we go. That backdrop is right there for you to buy, and the backdrop is like $20. You can use it for just about anything you want. StreamYard, that's the program I use right now. So just go ahead and download that. Boom, that's it right there. And then Fiverr, if you want to create a logo. You don't have a logo or anything like that, boom. Everything you need, the 6 components you need right there. These 6 components. And to be honest with you, the most expensive one is the microphone, and that's because you want to make sure that your audio sounds good. If you have crappy audio, people aren't going to listen. It's just the truth. People don't listen to crappy audio. So if you're doing a podcast, like let's say you're doing a podcast, the only thing you need right here to do the podcast is the microphone. Because a podcast, no one's seeing you, so you don't need a camera. You don't need a light. You don't need a backdrop. You just need a good, decent microphone. And this microphone right here plugs right into your phone if you're going to do the podcast. I'm gonna show you in a quick second. Let me bring that up. This right here, this little adapter, that's what I use for my phone right now. If I'm doing just a voiceover or something like that, or just recording audio, I plug this into the phone, plug the microphone into the USB part, and boom. I'm using a professional mic on a phone, and that's it. You can't beat it. You can't Beat it. This is everything you need right now to do your podcast or your web show. So I'm going to actually put together a video. This is just something that I'm doing impromptu because we lost the feed for Patricia, and I know it's storming down there because, like I told you, it was storming over here. The lightning hit over here so bad earlier. I mean, it's like it felt like it hit next door, and all the alarms and everything were going off. It was crazy. So yeah, so I know exactly the storm that's going through over there right now. And my brother lives down there in Davie too, so I know exactly the storm that's going through. But yeah, let me go ahead and run a commercial break again because still got to do those commercial breaks. All right, we'll be back with you in just a second. Let me tell you about CCTV RX. With over 30 years in the security industry here in South Florida, they have proven themselves to be the first choice when it comes to security professionals. So whether you're trying to secure your home or your business, there's no other choice. Give them a call today for a free estimate. 754-213-2820. If your car could talk, it would say call Curvin's Car Detailing Service. It's mobile and they can come to you no matter where you are in Broward County. Give Curvin a call, 954-549-8507, and tell him that Steve sent you.
Baby, won't you take me there? I want some real good food to eat. I want shucking and jiving. Shucking and jiving. I want shucking and jiving. Shucking and jiving. I want shucking and jiving.
Well, I know I got what you want. I know you like that diamond shrimp. My son, the fish, and them geechee grits. My granddaddy make you have a fit.
Right on.
I try to give you all of my best. I do it straight from the heart. Cook it straight from the soul. Now. Straight from the soul. Yeah. Straight from the soul.
Ooh, that's what it is, what it is. That's where it's at, that's what it is. Come on down to Shuck It and Jive and Cajun food with an old school groove. Our designers to get your taste palette back in line, baby. Follow us at We Shuck It.
All right, so we're back. We were waiting for Patricia to come back, but I think she is actually not going to be able to make it back on today. Like I said, I know it was storming over here before, and it's storming down in Davie right now. But yeah, check out some of the commercials as well, because our advertisers, yes, they spend the money so that you guys don't have to. That's why podcasts and web shows and all these things are free, because we're able to sell space to advertisers. All right. So if you need your alarm, if you need your cameras, if you already have cameras and you need to get them serviced, or just get someone to check on them, go ahead and give CCTV RX a call, because what they're going to do is they'll come out and they'll make sure that everything is good. They're going to make sure that your cameras are working properly, and it's a free estimate. What do you have to lose? Not to sound like who, but I mean. But what do you have to lose? I mean, it's a free estimate. Give them a call, let them come out, let them take a look at the system, and just make sure. Worst come to worst, they look at it and they say, "Oh wow, everything's great. You guys are on the ball." Boom, at least you have peace of mind, because there is nothing like your family security. All right, you don't want to know that you have a blind spot in your cameras or anything like that when something happens. You want to know about that blind spot before something happens, so you could correct it. You want to know about things like, for example, if that camera was put up, especially if you did it yourself, if that camera was put up, but at 2:00 in the afternoon, the sun is shining right into that camera. Well, that camera might as well not be there at 2:00, because you're not going to be able to see anything. The sun is going to blind it. So you want to make sure of these things, the position and all these different things that you need to look at. All right. They also do monitoring for businesses. So if you have a business, they can monitor your business for you. Boom. They do all that kind of stuff. So definitely reach out to CCTV RX and Curvin's. The Curvin's is the guy that actually does my car. And I'm telling you, this guy is awesome. So far since he started advertising with us, he's gotten so many customers because his work is so good. And then they would refer other people and refer other people. This guy is doing really good work. He comes right out to you. He's very professional. He shows up when he says he's going to show up, and he just makes it happen. He makes your car look and smell like a brand new car. So give him a call. All right. So it looks like Patricia is not gonna make it back on today. So today I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the show a little bit short. It's what time is it now? 12:41. All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Now remember, if you want to be a guest on the show, reach out to us. Just go to lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com and click on book an interview. Just that easy. All right. You can check the calendar, see what day is available, and any day that's available, you could just book it and you're good to go. All right. Also, the other thing too that you want to look at on the show is, and I'm gonna go back to the webpage again now on here so I can show you guys. All right, let's go back to the webpage. Now, this is one of the things I was telling you before. I was telling people before, if you click on here where it says get help, you have things like the 211 network. So you can get help with things like your electricity or what's the thing, like rent, if you need help with your rent, so many different things. Also, you have Feed in America, so you could see where the nearest food bank is, so you could go out and get food and something to eat, and all these different things. Missing and Exploited Children Network, you can find out about runaways or kidnapped victims or anything in your area, because you might pass these people every day and never know it. You may never know that that's the person that someone's looking for in another state or in another city. So go on there and you could just put in your zip code, and you can see people that have been reported as lost or missing. And then you have the suicide prevention hotline, because there's so many people right now that are feeling depressed and need to talk to someone. Don't wait till it's too late. Give them a call. All right. So these links are all right here under the Get Help section on lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com. And they're all confidential, and they all go directly to those services. They're not being done through me. So I am not going to know your business. No one is going to know your business. You're going directly to the website for the people that you click on. All right. But again, if you guys are looking for any of the past advertisers or anything, they're all here under our advertiser section. All of them are there. And then if you're looking for, like a lot of you were asking me about the equipment that I use for my show, they're all right here under you ask for it section. And there are a couple other things that people have been asking me about too, that I'll go ahead and post on there, because it's not always about just the things for the show, but you'd be surprised at the things that people ask about. And they may just call you and say, hey, do you know anything about this? Do you know anything about that? I'm going to try to bring as much information as possible. I'm not saying I'm going to be able to answer every question, but I'm going to try to answer a lot of questions. So anyhow, let's go ahead and wrap it up. So, as always, I tell you guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other. All right. Do a random act of kindness for a stranger, because you never know. One of these days, you're going to be the stranger that need that random act of kindness. All right. And if there's anything else that you guys want to know, anything else that you guys need information about, reach out to me. Go to lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com, and there's a section on there where the contact us section down on the bottom where you could click and send me a text. You can send me an email, all these different things. So take advantage of it. Use it. All right. Let's not have, all these, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this. Call me up. I might not have the answer, but I might be able to put you in touch with someone that has the answer. All right. All right, guys. Take care of yourself, guys. And remember, you are your brother's keeper. Help them out. If something's going wrong, help them out. You haven't talked to them in a long time, give them a call. All right. You know that they can't get to the food bank, give them a ride. If you don't want to give them a ride, get the food and bring it to them. But either way, you cannot leave people stranded. Not in this day and age. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, people. please visit lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com if you would like to be a guest or advertise on the show. If you're interested in any of the products or services you saw on the show today, or if you would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website, lunchtimetalkwithsteve.com.